Welcome, everyone. Good morning. Happy Saturday. I apologize for anyone who might miss the show. I meant to do it last night, but I have so much on my plate here. It's not even funny. I was doing kitchen remodeling. Warlord, hello. I've been up to something for the past 2 months here, and I have not told you guys about it. I've told a few people about it, just barely, and hinted about it because I had things I'd still just figure out I wanted to try and do, but I am making a change in my personal life, and my family life because it affects them as well. Um, I have decided I'm making a change of career. I always wanted to serve in the armed forces when I was younger, but life got in the way, and then I got married, and I had my head down responsibilities. But it's come back recently, and I have decided to enlist. Currently in the middle of enlisting in the United States Army. I actually qualified high enough score to be an officer, and so I'm actually currently in the middle of trying to enlist as an officer. I'm just working on my packet, getting references that I need, a letter of recommendation, that kind of thing. But I have decided to enlist the United States Army military. So I have no idea what my channel is going to be like after the fact. I know that I can still make videos until it happens, but the time I ship off to basic and go to the OCS officer candidate school, I don't know if I will be able to do any of my, well, definitely not in basic, but I don't think I could do anything while I was at candidate school to learn how to become an officer at the meantime. So this channel will kind of be left in limbo until then. I do want to come back to it. I don't want to leave this channel. It's been almost 5 years in 2 weeks here, 5 years and 2 weeks of Mr. Comics 89, and I've enjoyed truly every day of this channel. Well, thank you, Warlord. I do appreciate it. But I've truly enjoyed everything about this channel. I really hope that I can get up to 1,000 subscribers before I ship out, because I'm currently at 950. Well, I'll do my best, because frankly, if anything happens to me, my wife will kill me. uh, but yeah, the channel will be on hiatus. It'll definitely evolve as it comes back. I'm not sure. I have to finish the knockout for sure. It might be put on a hiatus if I don't finish it before I ship out, because I'm currently looking at a deadline for the packet to be complete by October 27th. And then if everything works out, because I've taken my MEPS. Well, I've taken the MEPS for the testing, and it's been confirmed. My score has been confirmed. I still need to take my medical. We still have to talk about my hernia from last year. That's been almost a full year, so I don't think it's a problem, honestly. But basic is quite hard on, quite physically demanding. So they might make me do a more thorough physical just to make sure that I could handle basic because of my hernia last year. So it's quite possible I'm making this announcement premature still, and I could come back in 2 months and say, well, it's no longer an option because of this. And if that happens, it'll be a very sad video, but it'll be a video I have to make because it would suck. But yeah, so my packet will be complete by the 27th. It needs to be, and if everything works out the way it's supposed to, I am told the estimation for a ship out date for me would be beginning of January. I think somewhere in January. So just a lot more stuff with an officer to become an officer. They have to sit in front of boards, for interviews and things like that. So. And plus, with like I said, my medical history of the hernia last year, I could have a more thoroughly complex medical screen just to make sure that, yeah, this mouth breather doesn't hurt himself. But yeah, so but if I do get in, everything makes out. My wife hates when I say "but" because she always says speak positively, but I speak, I speak that, so I speak just in case, I guess. I had a thought. I lost it. But yeah, the channel will change. Knockout will continue until it's complete, even if it's a year for you guys currently in the knockout for the season 4. But the channel definitely changed, including the name. Obviously, I'd want my channel to reflect my I want my channel to reflect who I am currently, and that means reflect who I am in the Army as well. So, as I said, I do plan on enlisting. Period. If I pass my medical and all that, if I don't get into the officer thing because I just don't quite qualify for some reason or other, which I understand, I am not perfect by any means. I do plan on enlisting as a just enlistment instead of officer route. If I so I do want to serve. I do want to serve, and I do want to create a good future for me. I always imagined. I imagined just out of high school, I was trying to enlist in the Navy. Something happened for one reason or another. Maybe it was my therapy that I got as a kid that I couldn't find the records for, and they didn't know, I couldn't find the records for because she just was bad at keeping them or something like that, and they didn't know that they could trust someone to went to therapy for a few years after his parents' divorce, and so I think that was one of the reasons why I didn't get into the Navy at the time. And then I got married 2 years later. And it's been head down, wife, kid, house bills, responsibilities, and then only now I'm looking up 10 years later and realizing I've forgotten what I wanted to be as a kid. I forgot what I wanted to do with my life. I was it's I I almost jokingly call it a small midlife crisis in a sense, but more like a recognition or remembrance of what I wanted to be. You know, I wanted to serve a 20 years out of college, retire in my late 40s, and have a easier time in life. But I still plan on enlisting. I still want to make a career out of it. I'm actually thinking of something paralegal or JAG related. If I can get into it, I really am interested in law. Life experiences with dealing with that stuff. I want to do something. I want to do something where I can make a difference in people's lives. Stupid alarm. Warlord. Funny enough, when I was younger, I was going to enlist as an officer. I did all of them stuff. Needed to qualify, but then I got married and have kids. Yeah. And I could have enlisted. I mean, what something about my scores, my ASVAB scores at the time when I tried to get into the Navy, when I was just out of college, were average. Like one or two jobs, and I was barely average in a sense. And yeah, because I didn't study for it. And then I didn't blow them out of the water. Like my cousin was in the Navy as well. But he was smart. He qualified to work with the nuclear technology on the carriers and things like that. My cousin was a tough SOB. He went as a Marine. I don't have what it takes to be a Marine, I'm pretty sure. But I remember they said, going like, if you really, really want to enlist, at the recruiter's office in Pueblo, they said, right next door is the Army office. I'm pretty sure they'll take you. And I'm thinking like, yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll take anyone with a pulse. Especially at the time when we're in the middle of Iraq and when we were in the middle of Iraq and Afghanistan. Still, this is back in 2013, right on the other side of the surge or whatever. So I knew that if I wanted to enlist in the Army, I have no problem probably getting that. When I was younger, I attended military school and you graduate. Well, cool. That's very cool. I know that I had to take OCS, which is military school in 12 weeks. So whenever I look at the details of it, it freaks me out a little. I mean, I know I'm smart. I know I can do a lot. I know my biggest handicap is self-doubt, that when I actually do things and try, I am far better and smarter than I actually think. So I knew that the Army will be good one way or another. You know, I'll definitely learn more confidence than I have had in my personal life. But yeah, that's it. The channel will still be around, you know, even when I'm not making videos for a while. So please don't unsub me. You know, guys, help me keep my number. Keep my number. Like I said, I'll make videos and do Mr. Comics 89 until I ship off to basic. And while I'm at basic, obviously I can't do jack. I have no idea what officer candidate school will look like. You know, more freedom obviously than basic, but I don't know if I'll be able to do that. Anyway, that'd be about, like I said, 12 weeks, 6 months, somewhere in there. And then afterwards, who knows? You know, it will still be this might just be a weekend thing here because I'll be too busy during the week, you know. But I do want my channel to continue, even if it's a lot slower pace. It'll just be more difficult, obviously. That was cool. My grandfather was in the Coast Guard. I know Coast Guard, if I remember correctly, Coast Guard is hardest to get into because they only have like 2,000 people or something like that. They don't have a huge overflowing branch. But that's cool. But yeah, so yeah, actually we'll wrap things up talking more comic thing here. So like I said, I'm currently doing 1,000 subscribers giveaway challenge. I really hope I truly get 1,000 subscribers before I ship off. I want to celebrate that milestone with you guys. I want to actually send this off to somebody in the community for winning it. Link to the video on how to win this is in the description. So those of you who are watching who haven't subscribed me yet, please give me a like and a follow, you know, as a congratulations. and check out the video for how to enter that book. Sergeant Comics 89. Well, if I become an officer, my rank would be second lieutenant because that's the lowest officer rank. I think sergeant is more the non-commissioned or non-officer route. Because like I said, if I went into enlistment, I would on my bachelor's degree, I would qualify as an E4. Oh crap, what is it? Specialty, something S. I really need to get this memorized. I will be. I don't want to be doing 100 push-ups a day because I can't remember my own rank. Anyway, but yeah, it would be. If I get into the officer candidate school and I pass all that stuff, I would be a second lieutenant at the end of it. So, oh, and comment down below. What do you think my channel name should be when I change it after I get through and into the Army? I've imagined things like Sergeant 89 or Sergeant Comics or Lieutenant 89, Lieutenant Spider-Man, you know, Lieutenant Comics of the Spider-Man Army. What do you guys think down below? You know, give me some cool ideas. And who knows, I might like one better than my ideas. And because I know that when I get through this and the channel becomes more military with me, you know, because I'll be in the military, that I want to reflect who I am. So give me your best military Marvel Spider-Man names. You know, help me let's help evolve the channel, shall we? So take care, everyone. Thank you guys for watching. Keep this video as short as I could. I'll see you guys next time. And wish me luck. Take care. Happy collecting.